Hello everybody. You may recall we had some technical difficulties during our playthrough of Nier, and unfortunately I lost some, or in fact several episodes due to resolution troubles and sound failure with the capture card that I was using. But in order to get this playthrough actually back on track and up and running again, I thought I'd give a breakdown of the events that have led up to the continuation of the series, because we will be continuing. So, without further ado, let me get into it here. After we last left Nier, our hero and the sarcastic tome Grimoire Weiss had ventured deeper into the Sandy Temple to locate the prince. You may recall we had saved just before the beginning of a boss fight. I'm going to leave you with some cutscenes here which hopefully will explain what was going on, and although I don't have any footage of the fight itself necessarily, you will actually end up seeing what happens. So watch and enjoy.
Where are we?
It's an odd place, to be sure. I suppose that was to be expected.
Look!
This is a powerful foe.
How you bastards get here?
Kaine?
Stay there! I'll take care of this loser!
So as you can see by that cutscene, it was very almost Link, Legend of Zelda-esque when the prince managed to find his mask. But in any case, upon defeating the boss and freeing the prince, we were taken back to the city in the desert and given little information on how the prince cured himself of the Black Scroll. We then headed back home, where we discovered that Popola had located another of the sealed verses in an area to the north of the area called the Forest of Myth. Locating the forest was easy. However, upon entering it, we find that all of the inhabitants are under a spell which has placed them all within dreams, and they remain completely unresponsive, something called a death dream. Grimoire Weiss suggests attempting to sleep close by in order to try to join them within their dreams so as to dispel the magic. After a lot of text-based questing, however, the spell is broken and all the villagers are freed, and we end up gaining another of the sealed verses. We then venture back to town to find that Yona, in our absence, has befriended a young boy by the name of Emil. Emil lives in a dark and dusty mansion just outside of the seaport town, and she asks that we deliver a message to him. Upon entering the mansion, we are welcomed by a butler and told to wait for the master of the house, but Grimoire Weiss becomes impatient and curious to the surroundings of the mansion, and they decide to investigate the grounds together. After traversing the gardens and finding a lot of stone statues resembling servants and guests, they are finally met by Emil, a young boy with a blindfold over his eyes. He explains that he has a curse of petrification vision. Basically, whenever he looks at someone, they end up being petrified and turn to stone. He wants to do anything he can to help Nier and Yona's plight, and says that he knows he has a sealed verse locked away within his library. And it is actually here that our story will once again pick up when this series comes back to the channel. I really hope you've enjoyed this catch-up, guys, and I will see you very soon with the Nier playthrough to its completion. Thanks once again, and I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.